Ancient Egypt stands as one of the most remarkable civilizations in human history, renowned for its enduring influence and cultural achievements. At the heart of its development was the Nile River, a lifeline that provided fertile soil, reliable water, and a means of transportation. The predictable flooding of the Nile enabled agriculture to flourish, supporting a growing population and the rise of complex social structures. Over centuries, Egyptian society evolved, leaving behind monumental architecture, intricate belief systems, and advances in art and science. The dynamic interplay between the environment and human ingenuity shaped a civilization whose legacy continues to captivate the world. Understanding the foundational role of the Nile is essential to appreciating the unique character and lasting impact of ancient Egypt. The pre-dynastic period marks the earliest chapter in ancient Egyptian history, characterized by the emergence of settlements along the fertile banks of the Nile. Communities such as the Badarian and Naqada cultures began to flourish, each contributing distinct advancements in pottery, tool-making, and burial practices. These societies developed increasingly complex social structures, with evidence of trade networks and regional leaders. Innovations in agriculture and craftsmanship allowed populations to grow and interact more extensively. Over time, competition and cooperation among these cultures set the stage for political consolidation. These gradual changes ultimately paved the way for the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt, laying the foundation for the dynastic era that would follow. The early dynastic period marks a transformative era in ancient Egyptian history. During this time, Upper and Lower Egypt were unified under a single ruler, laying the foundation for a centralized state. Memphis was established as the capital, strategically located at the junction of the two regions. This period saw the creation of essential state institutions, including administrative offices and systems of governance. The ideology of kingship also emerged, with the pharaoh positioned as both a political leader and a divine representative. These developments set the stage for the enduring stability and cultural achievements of ancient Egypt. The Old Kingdom marks Egypt's first golden age, a period distinguished by strong centralized power and remarkable achievements in architecture. During this era, pharaohs commanded vast resources to construct monumental pyramids, including the iconic structures at Giza. These impressive feats reflected not only technological innovation, but also the society's belief in the divine authority of its rulers. However, over time, the kingdom faced mounting internal strife, as regional governors gained influence and challenged the central government. Environmental challenges, such as low Nile floods and famine, further weakened the state. Ultimately, these pressures led to the decline of the Old Kingdom, ushering in a period of instability and change. The First Intermediate Period marked a time of significant upheaval in ancient Egypt. Central authority weakened, leading to political fragmentation as local rulers gained power and influence. This era was further complicated by widespread famine, which strained resources and deepened social instability. Regional powers, particularly in Upper and Lower Egypt, emerged and often competed for dominance. Despite these challenges, the period set the stage for transformation. Ultimately, it was the Theban dynasty that succeeded in reunifying Egypt, restoring order and laying the foundation for a new era of prosperity and centralized rule. The Middle Kingdom of ancient Egypt marked a period of restored stability after years of turmoil. Rulers focused on strengthening central authority, which led to a cultural renaissance and a flourishing of the arts and literature. During this era, Egypt expanded its influence southward into Nubia, securing valuable resources and trade routes. Artistic and literary achievements reached new heights, with innovations in sculpture, architecture, and written works. However, the prosperity of the Middle Kingdom eventually waned. Internal challenges and weakening leadership made Egypt vulnerable to foreign incursions, signaling the end of this remarkable period. During the Second Intermediate Period, Egypt experienced a time of division and foreign influence. In the north, the Hyksos, a group of people from Western Asia, established their rule, introducing new technologies and practices to the region. Meanwhile, native Egyptian dynasties maintained control in the south, fostering a spirit of resistance against the foreign rulers. Tensions between these regions eventually led to a series of conflicts as southern leaders sought to reclaim the entire country. This struggle culminated in the reunification of Egypt, paving the way for the powerful and prosperous era known as the New Kingdom. The reunification not only restored native rule, but also set the stage for significant cultural and military advancements. The New Kingdom marked the height of ancient Egypt's power and influence. During this era, Egypt expanded its territory through military campaigns, reaching far beyond its traditional borders. Prominent rulers such as Hatshepsut, one of the few female pharaohs, and Akhenaten, known for his radical religious reforms, shaped the course of Egyptian history. Akhenaten's introduction of monotheistic worship of Aten was a significant departure from established traditions. The Ramesside pharaohs, including Ramses II, are celebrated for their monumental building projects and successful military endeavors. This period saw remarkable achievements in art, architecture, and governance, reflecting Egypt's status as a dominant imperial force. The legacy of the New Kingdom endures in the grand temples and tombs that still captivate the world today. During the Third Intermediate and Late periods, Egypt experienced significant political fragmentation. The once unified kingdom was divided among competing rulers, weakening central authority. This instability made Egypt vulnerable to a series of foreign invasions, including incursions by Libyans, Kushites, Assyrians, and later Persians. Each group left its mark on Egyptian society, influencing local customs and governance. Despite these challenges, the Sayyid dynasty emerged, sparking a cultural revival that sought to restore traditional Egyptian values and artistic achievements. This period reflects both the resilience and adaptability of Egyptian civilization in the face of external pressures and internal divisions. When Alexander the Great arrived in Egypt in 332 BCE, he was welcomed as a liberator and soon founded the city of Alexandria, which would become a center of learning and culture. Following Alexander's death, his general Ptolemy seized control of Egypt, establishing the Ptolemaic dynasty. Under the Ptolemies, Egypt flourished as a Hellenistic kingdom, blending Greek and Egyptian traditions. Alexandria rose to prominence, renowned for its grand library and vibrant intellectual life. However, internal strife and external pressures gradually weakened the dynasty. In 30 BCE, after the defeat of Cleopatra VII and Mark Antony by Octavian, Egypt was absorbed into the Roman Empire, marking the end of its ancient independence and the beginning of a new era under Roman rule. Ancient Egypt's enduring legacy is evident in many facets of human civilization. The development of hieroglyphic writing laid the foundation for recorded history, while advancements in mathematics, medicine, and engineering continue to inspire scientific inquiry today. Egyptian religious beliefs and rituals have influenced spiritual traditions across cultures and centuries. Artistic achievements, from monumental architecture to intricate jewelry, remain celebrated for their beauty and innovation. The fascination with Egypt's mysteries has shaped modern scholarship, fueling ongoing research and discovery. As we reflect on these contributions, it becomes clear that the influence of ancient Egypt extends far beyond its own era, shaping the world's cultural and intellectual heritage.